cannot create the spirit of innovation and enterprise overnight. It has to be built up over time. We will have to find a variety of ways to spur teachers on. One of the ways we will do this is to give our teachers more opportunities to gain experiences outside the school. These outside encounters will allow them to work with and learn from colleagues in the business sector and in other fields. They will gain experiences that help them transmit lessons to their students that cannot be readily conveyed through books.
I feel that the Teacher Work Attachment Program is a wonderful initiative. I believe it gives our educators the opportunity to gain valuable exposure outside the classroom setting.
Actually, one of my childhood dreams is to be a scientist, and I never get a chance to be one. Now I'm a teacher. I think it is even more difficult to achieve that dream. I'm quite glad my 2-week stay at IBM gave me a taste how is it like to be a scientist.
For me personally, it's like me getting out of my comfort zone, getting to network with people, getting to learn more things, and most importantly, modify the things that we have learned and use it back to the classroom.
Because of this attachment only, I got to know about this open resource system. And I went to IBM and you learn more about the same Linux operating system. Got back to my school and I installed a new e-learning platform within my school.
Every day when I step in here, it's a wow experience, you know. What are we going to do today?
There are changes in in healthcare today. Even counselling also has something new every time. And that even though I shadow a medical social worker, there are skills for me to apply in school and that I could actually relate to my students.
The Work Attachment Program enables the teachers to go into a different context as a participant observer. I think while inside the organization, the teacher would have to make connections with what is going on there and what is going on in our schools. And that kind of connections will actually result in some personal construction of learning.
For the SPF, one of our main focus is the young Singaporeans. By having a teacher attached to us, we can potentially reach out to hundreds, if not thousands of students when the teachers return back to the school to teach. And in this way, the students will be able to better understand the issues concerning security and safety in Singapore as well as the region. Now, on the other hand, with the teachers attached to us, we in the SPF can also look at us, how we are doing from the perspective of the teachers. And in this way, we can improve our own standard of service to the Singapore public.
So having teachers with us on attachment will give them an in-depth understanding of the arts and what we do in Esplanade. And we hope that they can then share these experiences with the students and help us reach out to the young.
The startup benefit not only from an extra pair of hands, but the startup benefit from fresh inputs. Some of our startups are actually involved in products related to education and schools. Now they will have someone with an insight of how schools work, what products and services that can be sold to schools and the students. So it is win-win. Both the teachers benefit from the startup experience and the companies will benefit from the teachers' inside knowledge.
In my attachment to MOE, Corporate Communications Division, I actually learned a valuable insight in such that I'm more aware of the policies because over there that's where policies are made, while over in schools I'm more the receiving end, so I'm actually more appreciative.
For example, an attachment to HQ will provide them with insights into the whys of certain policies that are being made.
I get to interact with all the bankers there, and I was quite overwhelmed by the way they handled the training program. They were all very enthusiastic. They answered questions without even the facilitator ever finished the question. They really answered the questions, and they take training very seriously.
He came back broadening his views, and the way he shared with the staff, it was really enlightening. I could see the people who engage, and the next thing on their mind is can I also go?
For Wuhan's teaching experience, the school setup, the pupils' background, Everything is different from Singapore. From there, I discussed with the teacher, we planned the lesson together, so I really gained quite a lot. Had Mr. Saiful not been on this, I think Mr. Saiful will still be the same Mr. Saiful in the classroom.
Come and learn, bring it back to your classroom.
Go in with an open mind, with a spirit to learn, and you'll come out enriched.
Basically, I want to step out of my comfort zone and challenge myself to how people in general work outside in the real world.
All for it. I would encourage them to go on attachment because I think it will enrich their learning. And I think as educators, we want to demonstrate that we are chief learners. Not only do we want our students to learn, we also want to learn.
Teachers,
Take the first step.
into the bold new
Experience.
Come on board.
TWA, get fresh, get attached.